Nebraska loses 45-42 to Georgia Southern of the Sun Belt Conference, which isn't shocking because Texas A&M got beat by Appalachian State of the Sun Belt Conference. Notre Dame got knocked off by Marshall of the Sun Belt Conference. Maybe the Sun Belt Conference is some giant lurking in the shadows. Or not. Maybe Nebraska just sucks. Yes, I'm in the bathroom again. I know last time I said this is where shit belonged, but when I walked in here tonight, I heard a loud voice say, "Man, I don't deserve this." So even my bathroom is upset about this. It'll be the last video I do in here because I still have to use it after this. This is the end of the Scott Frost era. It's just a matter of when that happens now. Realistically, it was over last year when we lost Illinois. But due to the incredible patience of Nebraska fans, we suffered through that whole 3-9 season last year trying to convince ourselves that we were so close. And then we fired all the offensive staff, and then we said get the same shit again this year. 642 yards of offense our defense gave up. And it's really kind of a shame. And I don't really feel angry right now. I spent the fourth quarter kind of laughing maniacally because after a while, there's no point in being angry about this. It's beyond exhausting to watch this team, and I feel sorry for all the people that attended this game at Memorial Stadium. I mean, you saw the crowd shots of joy and then complete deflation, and I mean, we gotta just go on from this. I don't know what the rest of the season will hold. You know, maybe they'll fire Frost tonight, tomorrow morning, next week after the buyout drops. But that's kind of inevitable now, unless there's some idiot reason for not doing it that we don't know, which is a shame. Nebraska has some really fun players. We have some good players. Casey Thompson, I think, is fun to watch. Anthony Grant, Trey Palmer, Marcus Washington. Can't think of a single guy on the defense. I guess Marcus Buford made a couple of interceptions. But I think the key to take away from this is this as bad as it gets? I don't know. I don't know if we're going to watch the entire rest of the season losing games, which won't be fun. And we're probably going to do it anyway because that's the relationship, isn't it? And maybe we should do that Monday night is have the therapy session to go, how do we deal with this relationship where we're kind of addicted to it and we can't let it go, and yet it's going to be so terrible until this gets fixed. I'm not at a loss right now to say other than Scott Frost is going to end his career as the worst Nebraska football coach in history. And I'll make that case in a different video because I know there's numbers and things like that. But first time Nebraska ever plays, scores over 35 points or 38 points and loses a game in Memorial Stadium because what else is left to fuck up? Seriously, what else? Other than the sellout streak, what else is left to be destroyed here? And I got to ask you this. If you have those people in your life that are still Scott Frost supporters, could you ask them to leave comments on this? Because I'd like to know what they're thinking. Like, what, he needs more time to auger the program into the ground even further than it already is? And then I have this question for you. Was there ever any progress? I know people are like, oh, he makes progress. He can keep him as head coach. Was there ever progress? Any of the years? Because we spent the first 2 years going, well, Mike Riley destroyed the program, and you have to make up or take time to build culture. Take time. Take decade. Take 20 years. Look at Tom Osborne, because we'd like to insult Tom Osborne like that. But was there ever any progress whatsoever? Because right now, in the first video against Northwestern, who lost to Duke today, I said, this was a con job, that he should be arrested for fraud. And honestly, when we get to the point, and I'll probably repeat this later just so you get it, when we get later on to the point that he is fired and we get past that and we start pulling the emotions out of this, we're going to look back on this and wonder, was this the biggest con job in college football coaching history? Because it kind of feels like it. I guess, you'd think, I keep wanting to say, well, we can only go up from here, but it doesn't apply because we don't really go up. I don't know, maybe we'll fire Scott Frost and the coaching staff will suddenly go, hey, let's play now, because they'll be excited to have him gone too. I don't know. I wish I had more for you. Although I want you to really share. I want you to go out and gather feedback from the Scott Frost supporters, if there's any of them still left, and just see what excuses they're having. And then bring them back and leave them in the comments, and we can deal with those. And if we need to develop talking points so that the fan base can get all on the same page and everybody can get to the point that, yes, this needs to be over, and it is over, and it's just a matter of time, and we have to relax and wait for that time to pass. Get those people and get their comments, or get them to comment on this video, please. 45-42. A lot of offense. Maybe we should join the MAC. Please subscribe to my channel. I don't know what else to say. Except for, fuck everything. There is no hope. Go Big Red. Wait, that was good. There is no hope. Fuck everything. Go Big Red. One way or the other. You get it. Take care of yourselves. And don't let this game bother you any more than past this evening. Get over it. We're going to go on from here and we'll be okay. Good night.